Alright guys, how's it going? So in this video, let's talk about doing a line check. So what is a line check? A line check is basically when you're going to check every single channel that will be used once the band arrives. You check that before they arrive. So before you begin your line check, you want to have all of the notes that you've taken in our previous videos. So links above for those if you haven't watched them. Watch those first, then come back here. You want to have all of those notes on hand because now we are in the process of actually setting up the physical gear and making sure that it is all ready to go before the band arrives. You don't want to do this while the band is setting up their own gear and preparing themselves. You don't want to be working around them if at all possible. If you can do this before, then you're going to save everyone a headache. So have those notes on hand, and what you're going to do, you're going to go from source to source, from microphone to DI, everything that's going to be on stage. You're going to go to all of those and you're going to make sure that it's receiving signal. So I want to show you how we're going to do that. But first, I've put together this whole process in a short ebook that also includes my free reverb cheat sheet and some basics on EQ and compression for beginners. And I've thrown in a 45-minute free training on all the basic technical parts of running sound. So if you and I had 45 minutes to sit down, you know absolutely nothing about sound, these are the things I would teach you from the very beginning. So if you're a worship leader or a tech team leader, you can use this free ebook and the free workshop to help train your team. You can keep it on hand so they can reference it as needed. So if all that sounds good to you, hit the link in the description, jakerussellaudio.com/the Simple Church Soundcheck, and let me know what you think about the guide in the comments below. I hope you enjoy it. I know you're going to get a lot out of it. So now onto the video. Okay, so our line check is a super simple concept that is overlooked 99% of the time, I feel like. So what'll happen is we'll get in and we'll set up everything and then just hope that it works once the band gets there. So what we like to do, once everything is set up and we think it's ready to go, what needs to happen then is you, and hopefully if there's someone there to help you, this will make this a lot easier. All that you have to do is take something like a 57 and then run down every channel that will be used and make sure that you can see signal on that so that you know that it's going to work when someone plugs up into it. This is going to save you so much trouble once the rush of everything, starts happening. Everyone's asking you questions and needing help from you. This is going to save so much headache for you. So what I like to do is I like to run down every channel and I'll set my input gain around 9 o'clock. There's nothing scientific about that. It's just where I like to set it so it's still really low. So if someone does plug up, it's not going to hopefully destroy anything. It's just kind of a decent starting place. And what you can do is mute your channels, and then you or someone else, if you're there alone, and you're running an X32, you may be able to use an iPad or something like that. But preferably, someone else can be up on stage and you can be at the board, and then you're going to have them plug up to each channel. So they're going to unplug from a direct box and plug into a microphone, or if the microphone is already on stage, all they have to do is plug it up and then give you a light tap, and you can see channel 1, my arm's in the way, channel 1, I'm barely touching this mic, is getting signal. So then now that channel 1 is good, we would move on to channel 2. So channel 2, the other way. You can see channel 2 is good. Now, what we're doing here is not only making sure that our source is going to work, but we're also making sure that our routing is set up correctly so that we know that for this demonstration here, I have my routing set to the local 1 through 8 for channels 1 through 8. So we're just double checking ourselves because we can, best laid plans or whatever they say. We may think that everything is set up perfectly, but whenever it comes time for it to work, it doesn't, and it just happens. So this is just another fail-safe for us to be ready once the band arrives. So again, I hope this has been helpful. Help me out, do the usual YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if there's another way that you do a line check. This is how I've always done it, and it's just a pretty quick, simple way of handling this. It's just another way of double checking myself. And also hit the link in the description, jakerussellaudio.com/the Simple Church Soundcheck for the free ebook that goes along with this whole series and the free 45-minute training about all of the sound basics, how this basic sound stuff works. So again, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one, where we're going to talk about ringing out monitors and doing a basic monitor check so that the band is really ready to go whenever they walk up to their microphone and they don't even have to ask you for anything. So I'll see you guys in the next one.